Why does Thanos want to destroy half the universe? Again, this area.
He's angry. Traffic?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 unhinged MCU interview moments only true fans know.
Love Watch Mojo.
No.
I'm always watching the top 10 things. Always.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. Yeah.
That's me.
Oh, no way!
Oh, no
you
way.
narrated?
For this list, we'll be looking at the Avengers cast's most hysterical moments in press interviews. There are a few entries in our list that aren't traditional interviews, but they're definitely unhinged all the same. Let us know which of these you quote on the daily in the comments below. Number 10. Oh my God, Sebastian Stan.
My God, do you remember her? Sebastian Stan. Man, you're looking good.
I'm here for Forrest Gump.
If you see Sebastian Stan's name written anywhere and don't immediately read it in Anthony Mackie's voice, we're not sure what to say to you. If there's one thing Anthony Mackie loves more than being mean to Tom Holland, it's Sebastian Stan.
You ever see a guy this handsome walk in the streets, he's gonna get arrested because he's killing all the ladies. Look at that. Pow, 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 pow.
The premiere for Civil War saw troublemaker Mackie stealing the microphone and interviewing his co-star himself.
I'm not a player, I just shower a lot. You know what I mean? So what are you wearing tonight? I mean, that's a little black on blue on gray on black. I like that.
Prada.
We have no doubt interviewer Carly Steele had some great questions prepared, but it just doesn't get much better than this. And honestly, Mackie kind of has a talent for interviewing, but that might just be his love for Sebastian.
I know, and I said that's because I've been going after your workout, which is legs only.
Legs only, legs only.
And when in doubt, gotta get those thighs of betrayal.
Hey, not trying to brag, but the thighs are the way to heaven. You know what I mean?
Number 9. James Corden's tour for the unhinged.
As rules on the Star Tour, you have to have appeared in 3 or more Marvel movies to use the bathroom. End credit scenes don't count. Tom Hiddleston, do you need the bathroom?
I'm actually okay.
Sorry, Josh.
It doesn't get more chaotic than this. A bus full of Infinity War cast, sunscreen on Corden's legs, and a couple of sing-alongs, and you've got yourself one hell of a party. The sheer number of Avengers here is quite frankly a little intimidating, so we can't imagine how the fans at the comic book store felt when the whole lot of them walked in.
There you go, Anthony. God bless you. Thanks, man.
As with any sort of press featuring these incredible actors, it's all sunshine, good times, and hilarious one-liners.
Snitches end up in ditches.
It's a good thing Hemsworth missed this one because we're not sure how much mayhem we'd have been able to handle. Number 8. Playing Family Feud. Like the last entry, this isn't exactly an interview per se, but the game was played through Jimmy Kimmel Live, so we figure it still counts.
Also, typically, tequila doesn't play as much of a role in the game as it will tonight. 2 wrong answers, your other team gets to steal.
Thinking of answers on the spot is pretty tricky, but when you're feeling the pressure from your colleagues who double as best friends, we'd imagine it's even more challenging.
Another professional with tights.
I'm dead. I got nothing. I'm dead.
Peter Pan, that's not a profession.
Chris Hemsworth is the clear winner at coming up with answers, but not before name tags are tossed and swapped, a few tiffs arise, and a whole lot of back and forth ensues.
In the worst place to turn into the Incredible Hulk.
Good luck.
The bedroom.
Yeah.
The bedroom.
That's a really good play.
All in all, Family Feud with the Avengers goes exactly how you'd think it would. Number 7. The Jeremy Renner and Paul Rudd Show.
If you guys could switch with anyone in the MCU, who would it be and why?
Paul Rudd. Gracefully, switching with Paul Rudd. Jeremy Renner. I can't wait to be little.
These two were definitely unexpected in terms of predicted pairs for the Endgame press tour, but they create such a surprisingly wonderful dynamic. And by surprisingly wonderful, we of course mean hysterically hectic.
It's been...
Tell me. This is my...
It's been, I gotta say...
The fact they weren't really able to talk about the movie a lot means they spend most of the time goofing off.
Can't talk about it. So
Right,
Paul
you can't say it.
Paul and I decided during part of this press tour to make up a movie that we're in that we actually could talk about.
These two managed to rival even the Evans-Hemsworth duo with just how well they get along. This interview sees everything from deadpan answers to snuggles to stories about their kids, and we are here for every second. Just remember that this list did begin, and then it will end.
What do I need to expect going into this film? Am I going to be emotionally wrecked, or am I going to be very satisfied?
Well, the film will start and then it will end. That's
Great.
what you can prepare for.
Number 6, Chris Hemsworth's Tower of Terror story.
Wildly irresponsible as well, and you're all cheering.
It gets worse.
Chris Hemsworth is chaos embodied. There's no way around it.
She wasn't tall enough, and she was really upset. I was like, nah, forget this, come here. So I grabbed a couple of Snickers bars and things and slammed it in the back of her shoe, under her heel.
We're quickly reminded just how much dad energy he exudes when he tells us the story of the time he and his daughter cheated the system at Disneyland's formerly named Tower of Terror.
And then it drops, and she's like, grab onto her. She's like screaming the whole way down, like.
RDJ's reaction might be the funniest thing to ever come out of him, which is saying something because he's quite the comedian as it is.
I was like, maybe there's a reason that there's a height.
Maybe.
So don't do that.
Either way, this is a great story told by an even greater storyteller, but it's only a fraction of the havoc that transpired from this interview. Number 5, get that off the monitor. This is another interview where it was difficult to pick just one moment, especially considering this one features the original 6.
Oh my goodness, we're back with the cast of the Avengers.
A not-so-platonic bromance forms between Ruffalo and RDJ, but that isn't unhinged so much as it's just really sweet. The group is set to answer fan questions, with the very first coming from a lovely lady named Kay, who, honestly, we wish we could thank in person.
I feel like I know the answer to this, but who is the biggest diva in the whole cast?
Oh. Why'd
she say she feels like she knows?
What answer do you think you know?
When it comes to fan inquiries, we're all but guaranteed hilarious responses, so this doesn't come as a total surprise. Still, if a competition ever arose, Downey's reply definitely takes first place.
Well, who do you think it is, Kay?
I want to know who she thinks.
Yeah. Who do you think?
Robert.
Oh, you think it's Robert?
Get that off the monitor.
Number 4, anytime they have to answer questions about the MCU. Apart from Tom Holland, they're all clueless. From Josh Brolin's decisive no, to Chris Pratt's Yo Mama joke rewritten for Dormammu.
Dormammu's so fat.
No, Chris.
It's clear no one has any idea what's going on, and it's frickin' glorious. The best parts have to be when the actors simply make up answers.
What's an Obadiah stain? Pre-frozen? What just happened? Benedict?
It's when you have food on Xandar, and all of a sudden you're wearing white after Labor Day. Tacky.
These poor saps don't remember a single line or plot point from their movies, but their charm glows from the inside out, and we suppose that'll just have to substitute. We will commend Tom, though. He's just as much of a fan as we are, and we love him for it.
Soul,
Reality.
time, power, reality, space,
Time.
mind.
Number 3, let me borrow $20. Anthony Mackie is out here making us feel seen. This is an interview that's actually not just MCU exclusive.
She's educated. She wants to read. She's not really like taken by Gaston's the guy, but she doesn't care.
Really strong and focused in what she wants.
I'm Belle.
The questions are Disney-oriented, which is always fun and definitely draws out some rather creative answers from different celebrities. Either way, it's Mackie's response to being asked which princess he'd be that went viral in the fandom.
Cinderella, because she broke, homie. She represent me, yo. Let me borrow $20.
It's not very difficult to make Chris Evans crack up laughing, but Mackie actually sends him flying off his chair from giggles, which is pretty adorable. It also distracts us from wondering how exactly Evans can name all the dwarfs off the top of his head that fast.
We got Dopey, Happy, Sleepy, Sneezy, Bashful, Doc, and Grumpy.
Wow.
Deal with that.
Number 2, whose bicep is it anyway? Call us crazy, but we think we know what started Civil War. Chris Evans' sheer astoundment at the size of Robert Downey Jr.'s biceps.
That's Downey.
It is Robert Downey Jr.
Wow.
That's RDJ.
Come on, man, why are we underestimating RDJ like this? Hemsworth's
Sins are wet.
only makes things funnier, and it's definitely a worthy clip if the way it's circulated within the fan community is any indication. This is the same interview that also brought us the iconic Captain America's Doritos moment between Evans and Hemsworth, which, we hope we don't have to explain.
Have you ever tasted yourself?
We need to start getting what? What is that? You are delicious, by the way. Oh, wicked. That's exactly what I thought you'd taste like.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. The Dance-Off, Evans versus Olsen. Just so much going on here.
I don't even know what the can is.
RDJ's portraiture skills. Not gonna lie, he had us in the first half.
And finally, Iron Man.
I'm kidding. Here's what I really want.
Bejazzled. Just semantics, really.
Yeah, but to bedazzle something is to stick sparkly jewels on it.
No, that's bejazzle.
Oh, well,
Isn't
pardon
it?
me. What?
Or maybe have I gone somewhere I shouldn't have done?
I don't like it. Evans had managed to pick up his nephew's speech.
So I'm a 33-year-old man, and, I say at least 4 to 5 times a day, just to myself, under my breath, you just kind of say, I don't like it.
Hemsworth and Evans on how they'd play each other's characters. Roasts flying left, right, and center.
Probably want to play Captain America and just make him good.
Just to play Thor for a second as an interesting guy, as someone with layers.
Wow.
Layers. How when there's depth behind the eyes.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Jonathan.
You can test me. I don't know how I'll do, but we can try.
Paul Rudd seems to have remembered the letter J from Mjolnir and nothing else, which is hilarious because the J is the one letter that's silent.
All the answers you seek will be yours once I reclaim Mjolnir.
Mjolnir? What's Mjolnir?
Admittedly, it's a little funnier without context, but if you've seen the interview, you'll know that he actually does know the name, which, is a good thing. According to Rudd, though, Mjolnir is Icelandic for Jonathan, so this might actually be a perfect answer.
That's Icelandic for Jonathan.
Still, the reply of Jonathan with zero hesitation from the actor has to be one of the greatest interview responses to date.
Jonathan?
Let's hope it's referenced in Thor: Love and Thunder.
And after all that,
Mjolnir.
he reclaimed his title as the one and only Thor.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.